Okay, so Zoom used to have a little prompt said, got it. It doesn't now, but it's on. We're on YouTube. Okay.
Sí, sí.
All right. At this time, I think.
Ok, entonces ya estamos listos. Ok,
Are we good? Okay, so we just need to wait for Mr. Lowry because we were taking advantage of the break so that he could confer with an attorney that was waiting. So at this point, I think we can at least get Mr. Castillo sworn. So we need to get Miss Mariano Rios sworn first.
Ms. Rios, please raise your right hand. Do you solemnly swear that you will translate from Spanish to English and English to Spanish to the best of your ability, so help you God? Thank you.
Thank you. At this time, I'm going to ask Mr. Castillo to please raise his right hand, and be sworn. Thank you, sir.
Do you solemnly swear the testimony that you are about to give will be the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth, so help you God?
Thank you very much. You may lower your hand. All right, so I'm going to need Aleda to, I don't have a docket. What is the cause number on this?
Your
Okay.
Honor, the case number on this is 656494.
Okay. And it's to Mr. Eloy. Is that Eloy or Eloy M?
Eloy M.
Is that how you?
Elohim.
Elohim. Okay. Thank you. Is that Chavira? And not Chavia, right? Chavira?
Chavira.
Castillo. Thank you. Okay. All right. We will call this in a few moments when Mr. Lowry gets back.
Okay.
So you've had a very busy day today, Mr. Barrera.
I have, Judge. Well, no, not actually, not yet. I'm picking a jury at 1 o'clock today.
Oh, okay.
So,
Yeah. Well, it starts before you even get in the courtroom, doesn't
right,
it?
exactly. So yes and no.
Well, it's sort of nice to get back to jury trials. I mean, that's really the heart of everything.
Mm-hmm.
But under the circumstances, it's still a little nerve-wracking.
Right. But it's nice. It's nice to feel a little, get a little normalcy in all this.
Right. So is it going to be a misdemeanor or a felony?
It's a misdemeanor, Judge.
Okay.
It's an ABI, been pending for about 2 years now. So excited to get it out of the way.
Yeah. I'm sure your client's going to be relieved to have this behind him.
Oh, he is.
But everything is not back to normal. I know supplies, you can't get supplies. Businesses are not fully staffed.
Mm-hmm.
But it still feels better than having to be so isolated as we were when, it was so bad.
Yeah. Me and my wife want to build a shed, and then we got a quote, and it was ridiculous, the amount.
Yeah.
But because of wood prices.
Yeah, that's what I hear. I mean, it's that keeps people from being able to do construction, and it keeps people from being able to work in those jobs, and it really has a significant impact.
Yeah.
But,
does.
um, we had a car that was parked at a public place broken into, and the window was smashed. And it took like, I swear, 2 weeks to be able to get the part.
Wow.
And so it's like, we're not used to that, right? That's not normal.
No, in this day and age, we want instantaneous results.
Yeah. Yeah, right. I think we're maybe just a little bit too comfortable with instant gratification.
Yes, a little spoiled. I agree.
Okay. Mr. Lowry. Okay. Okay, Mr. Lowry, we're all sworn in. We're ready to go. This is cause number 656494. The state of Texas versus Elohim Chavira Castillo. Council, please make your announcements.
Christian Lowry with the state.
Ivan Barrera for the defense.
All right, so are you Elohim Chavira Castillo?
Sí.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
We're not getting the English translation. There must be
No.
okay. We're not getting the English translation from the interpreter.
Okay, we need to take a pause here so we can get, for the record, we need to have the English translation.
It's one of those selections that we on your
Okay, so you need to
interpretation.
go back in there, Nancy, and put the check mark in front of English, I think. Is that right?
I think so. Yes, Your Honor. Yes, I believe so. Yes.
Does that work?
Could you speak, Miss Interpreter, please? We need to be able to hear the interpreter. We were just hearing
Can you
only
hear the interpreter, Nancy?
not here in the courtroom. No, we cannot hear her. It's something to do with the
Okay.
selections.
So, okay, did you
Holly
go
has-
to, Nancy, did you go to interpretations and where it says off English, Spanish, did you put a check mark next to English?
I'm not logged in there, Judge. I think it's with, I'm not logged in there. I'm in the courtroom.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so we're not able to
Deputy,
hear.
the deputy, can you put it on the CC9? It's on the laptop. There's where probably you need to, if she's going through that speaker. And then choose the English.
Sí.
The laptop's not made a host.
You need to have the laptop be the host?
No.
You see, there you go. I think that's it. Could you speak,
that.
Miss Mariana? I sure can, ma'am. Thank you so much.
Okay, so everything is piling up to making us going back in person, right? It's just so complicated this way. All right, we're back on the record. So are you Elohim Chavira Castillo?
Sí.
Are you a U.S. citizen, sir?
No.
You've been charged with the offense of driving
Sí.
while intoxicated as a first offense.
Sí.
The range of punishment for that is from 72 hours up to 180 days in Bexar County Jail and or a fine up to $2,000. Do you understand that, sir?
Sí.
All right. Now you are going to look at that document in Spanish, and maybe that is easier for you to recognize it. You reviewed this with your attorney, is that right?
Sí.
Okay. So we're going to go to page 2 where it says defendant's signature. Did you sign that, sir? electronically?
Sí,
Do you
sí,
do you understand that by signing that document, you are waiving your right to a jury trial, your right to remain silent, as well as all those other rights listed in that document?
sí,
Okay. I want to give you the Padilla warning, and I wanted to make sure I have the right language. All right, so, do you understand that if you have an agreement with the state and I follow it, and then later on you change your mind and you want to take back your plea, you would need my permission to be able to do that, but I do not have to give that permission. Do you understand that?
sí,
If I assess a harsher punishment than what you have agreed to, you can take back your plea, and nothing that you've said or signed for today's hearing can be used against you. You understand?
sí,
Also, if you plead no contest to this offense, I can still find you guilty of this offense. Do you understand that?
sí,
All right. Do you understand also that if you are not a citizen of the United States of America, a plea of no contest or guilty to the offense charged may result in deportation, exclusion from admission to this country, and or the denial of naturalization under federal law? Do you understand that?
sí,
Have you had an opportunity to talk about those potential consequences with an attorney?
sí,
Okay. Mr. Barrera, have you had an opportunity to discuss the charge with Mr. Castillo?
Yes, Judge. But in regards to his immigration, he sought out a different law firm, an immigration firm, Demott, and they advised him of the immigration consequences. But as far as the criminal charge, yes, Judge, I had the opportunity to speak to him about it.
All right. In your opinion, does he have a factual as well as a rational understanding of the charge?
He does, Your Honor.
And has he been able to assist you in his defense?
He has.
All right. I will approve the waiver. Is there an agreement?
There is, Your Honor. The state will waive the enhancement, proceed on the first. It'll be a $600 fine. Court costs, $180 over 14 months, 48 hours of community service, DWI education, victim impact panel, a TAP evaluation, and ignition interlock. But we are okay with scram if they would rather have that for half the term. There'll be a $50 Crime Stopper fee, and the state will take into consideration case number 639226.
Mr. Barrera, is that your understanding of the agreement?
It is, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Castillo, to the offense of driving while intoxicated as a first offense, how do you plead, sir? No contest or guilty?
no me opongo.
Is anybody forcing you to enter this plea?
No.
Are you doing this of your own free will?
Sí.
I am going to accept your plea. I'm going to assess a $600 fine plus court costs, 180 days, Bear County Jail over 14 months, 48 hours community service, DW education course, victim impact panel, tap evaluation, ignition interlock, or scram. Counsel, which would be better for Mr. Castillo?
Judge, he's already been on Scram since March of this year, so we'd like to continue him on the ignition interlock.
Okay, then it will be an ignition interlock for 1/2 the term, $50 Crime Stopper fee, and as part of this agreement, taken into consideration is cause number 639226. Also, Mr. Castillo, I want to give you an additional option. If you have been fully vaccinated for COVID, the court will give you 24 hours community service credit against your 48 hours. If you have not and you want to get fully vaccinated, if you will bring proof to the court that you have gotten vaccinated for the 2 vaccinations for the COVID, you will get that credit. Okay? So that is purely an option, and there is no deadline. All right. Thank you. All right.
Okay.
All right. Is there anything further from defense?
Yes, Judge, just a couple things. He has completed the DWI education course and the victim impact panel course. So we'd like credit for that. I can provide documentation to probation.
He will get credit for that, and as long as we see the documentation.
Thank you, Judge. And then the last thing, on the community service hours, Judge, I'm not sure if this is something you do in your court, but my client would be interested in making a financial donation in lieu of the physically completing the community service hours.
All right. I will give him that opportunity to purchase the community service hours in the amount of 24. So that would be at $7.25 per hour, and I would like the proceeds to go to the San Antonio Food Bank. Okay.
Understood, Judge. Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Is there anything further from the state?
Nothing, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Castillo, I have followed your agreement, sir. That means you do not have a right to appeal. I want to wish you the best of luck, sir. I do need to ask you one other question. You filled out a personal data sheet, and it's a very important document because, in the future, if the department needs to get a hold of you, they need to have a valid phone number and address for you. So do you swear that everything you put in there is true and correct to the best of your knowledge?
No juro.
Thank you. All right. At this time, I'm going to ask you, and your attorney can also join if he wishes, to meet with our CLO, Mr. Corey Richardson, in a breakout room. He's going to give you important information on what to expect and how to proceed, okay? Best of luck to you, Mr. Castillo. Thank you, Mr. Barrera.
Thank you, Judge.
You will be getting that prompt for the join the room in just a moment, okay?
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Mr. Richardson. Yes, ma'am. Thank you so much. Really appreciate your help. I'm just wondering, I don't think they need you in the breakout room for information that I might ask you to please join them. And okay. Thank you very much. And then, of course, you have a wonderful afternoon. Take care. Thank you. Bye-bye. Okay. Miss Russell, good morning.
Yes,
I think it's
Judge.
still morning.
Good morning. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. I have conferred with the ADA on Mr. Saldivar, and we have an offer, and I would like to be reset in order to convey that offer to my client.
All right. All right. I did excuse him at 10:34. I told him to stay in touch with you. So, yeah, let's reset that. Will November 30 work for you?
It will, Judge.
Okay, great. Well, thank you very much.
Yeah.
You have a great afternoon. Take care.
Thank you. You as well.
Okay. I think we're done, right? I'm going to get us off